We got the sheriff, works just like last game for Flick's benefit. The sheriff, so I'm just going to get my word notes so I get this all right. The sheriff may pick a player at night, not themselves. The player they pick is jailed and cannot be killed or use any night ability. If the sheriff picks a werewolf, the sheriff dies. We have Patriot civilians who are your villagers, Patriot soldiers who are basically hunters. When they die, they get to take out someone, but they can only take out someone next to them. We've got redcoats. They'll know who each other are. They win basically if they're the majority. When they die, they take out someone next to them. The redcoat officer can wake up at night and switch two people around where they're sitting. And we got werewolves and werewolf hunters. Any questions, anyone? Then let's go to bed. Okay, let's start by having the loyal British soldiers, our redcoats, including their officer, wake up. There are this number of you. Okay. If you can go to sleep, let's have our werewolves wake up. There are this number of you. And let's have the sheriff wake up. I'm assuming you're not hiding, you're not jailing anyone tonight, unless you tell me otherwise. Okay, thank you. And it's morning, you can all wake up. And this time you find Victoria in the town square killed.
Oh man.
And given it's the Canadian, you really have no idea which team did it.
I was about to ask you when you're coming up with these sides, what kind of politics were involved? Like, what? Who are you making the wolf? That's the thing.
Well, let me tell you, since she's Canadian, they are going to claim that it was obviously one of the Americans that killed her, because the Americans have tried to invade Canada. What is it? Where are we up to now, Victoria? 6, 7, 8 times and never succeeded once. Sorry, this is a big thing for like Canadians. Is like, oh, Americans have tried to whatever.
As a Brit, I'm very bad at my American history. The only thing I know is about the thing of the redcoats coming and some horse pegging it down somewhere to let people know. That's about it.
I think there was something with tea. I have a question.
Boston Tea Party.
I have a question. If the sheriff jails one of the army, the soldier people, would that also kill the sheriff, or is it just the wolves?
Oh, just the wolves.
Just the wolves. Okay. Because otherwise, it's really tricky for them to.
Yeah, it's one of the advantages the redcoats have is they don't show up as wolves.
How many redcoats, wolves do you reckon we've got?
Probably what, 2 and 2? Oh wait, can they kill each other, Elliot?
Yeah.
Okay, werewolves kill redcoats, obviously, right? So
yeah, I think so.
Probably 3 redcoats, maybe three werewolves. I don't know.
Seems a bit much.
How many people? How many players we have in this one?
11.
11. Okay.
Have we got the mayor in this one?
No.
No.
Just the sheriff.
No, just the sheriff and some soldiers.
Is it the head nominations?
6 villagers.
Yeah.
2 nominations.
Yeah. It's just going to be a lot of carnage in it. It's just going to be a massive chain reaction. So I don't think anyone's safe in particular.
Yeah, there's so many guns though. I don't know if there'll be 5 with all these guns, like 5 bad rolls.
Elliot might just be given.
Three of them have guns.
Well, Elliot might have just given everyone a gun just because screw it. Let's see. I mean, let's try and get the fastest game werewolf in the group.
That's true.
Did I mention the
Red
Tanner?
coats, 2 wolves.
I'm not the Tanner. I wish I was the Tanner. I'm not the Tanner.
There isn't one. I'm joking.
PJ, what are you thinking?
Oh boy, put me on the spot again.
Tell me you're a villager again.
I'm a villager again.
That was less sincere this time.
Oh, Eddie, I was just about to quiz you on that.
Okay, actually, yeah, PJ, are you a village role?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Why?
That's fine. Well,
I nominate
okay,
Brandon.
I second.
I was going to ask him. Okay, all right.
Okay, that's in one nomination.
Fine.
Get in, boys.
All right. Fine. I have a defense.
I mean, it's just so suspicious to ask someone to come out if they're a village role.
I'm not asking. I wasn't asking him for his
me.
ability to come out. I was going to ask him, what does it say when you get the message? Like if he was plain village, like the plain villager, I was going to ask him what it said.
Stop digging.
Brandon.
Okay, moderator here. I am not going to let you read out word for word messages from me because it spoils the whole game, and I don't want to have to start putting in so much effort to come up with different phrases for everyone. Just stop you doing it.
Although Brandon's really digging there, it doesn't necessarily just because he did that. I think he's a werewolf particularly, but you were digging a hole for yourself there.
We've gone past the point of needing a ladder. He needs a whole excavation team now.
For what it's worth, I think it's actually more suspicious to jump on it so vehemently, because I think it's, I mean, I also noted what he did, but also to straight jump to nominate after the first sentence. I don't know how I feel about that.
Who nominated him?
Josh and Davey both jumped.
And he asked for if PJ was a village role.
Yeah, I heard what he said. I also didn't like what he said, but I think that if he were not a werewolf would jump on it to make sure that the person would get nominated. So I'm not saying he's not a werewolf, but I'm definitely also taking note of who is nominating there quickly.
That's
I mean,
fine.
it's the first day. I don't
good with
put
the
too much
nomination.
on nominations.
I'll just nominate Davey, and we can, because I want to be able to give my defense.
Talk first.
I'll second.
Okay.
Okay.
You can always abstain. If you think.
We have had 2 nominations. So you meet on the only road this town has got. It's a small town outside the old saloon. Brandon at one end, Davey at the other. They go to raise their guns, and everyone watches, deciding whose side they're going to join. They shoot out. Brandon, your rousing speech, please.
Okay, so my goal was not to out PJ's role. I had to ask him, was he a village role, as a precursor to whatever my next question was going to be. If he had said, no, I'm playing villager, I was going to ask him, what is the name of the exact role that's in the chat, because it's different than playing villager. Obviously, we can't do that now because Elliot made that rule, but it's different than playing villager. And I was going to ask that question as the follow-up. What does it say when he gives you the name in the chat for which role you are? And so that's what I was getting at. I didn't want him to out his exact role. So because I am a plain villager. So I was just trying to, test the waters and see if he said something that wasn't true. It's my defense.
Okay, Davey.
Yep, I was the one that nominated Brandon because I didn't like him asking PJ, no matter what the reason was, if he was a role, because obviously that puts a big target on PJ if he's a villager. If he's a werewolf, then I guess Brandon got, like, regardless, I don't like it. I do believe Brandon is a villager because of what he's followed that up with. And I believe Simon is also a villager because he was agreeing with what Brandon said when he gave that defense. I am on the village team. I'm not a plain villager. And I will take out someone with me if you kill me. And I don't have a read on Jerry or George. So we could lose 2 villagers right now if you take out me, or we could get lucky. But George looks more nervous, so I'm probably going to go for him.
And with that, I will mute you all. It is up for Brandon, down for Davey. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. I see 3 up. I see more than that down. Davey, you have been shot. And as you get shot, you get to go and shoot someone else.
As promised, so look at who chose to kill me. George, let's go.
Okay. Davey and George were both on the village team. Go to bed. Well, Sheriff first of all, actually. Sheriff, wake up. Thank you. Werewolves. Thank you. Redcoat officer. Do you want to move a couple of people? You can just give me their numbers if you put the 2 numbers down on a bit of paper. I can't read the second number. Thank you. I'm just working out how to switch people around, then I'll wake you all up. Well, you can all wake up whilst I work this out.
I need to make you host.
Probably, sorry. And I'll make you co-host so you've still at least got rights for anything you were doing. Okay, now let's. Okay, yeah, so changing billeting arrangements in the night. So Blick and Barbie have switched, and PJ was killed by the werewolves at night. PJ, who do you want to shoot?
I'll shoot Chris.
Okay, so Chris and PJ are dead. both were on the village team.
Can I just check that if the redcoats, you'll say redcoat team, will you always, or are they count as villagers?
The redcoats are on their own team, and the redcoats and the werewolves both win by being majority. If it's a tie, I will.
Will you say a redcoat died if will you say redcoat or will you say village when they die? So a redcoat dies.
I will say if they're a redcoat.
Okay, right. So
if there's three werewolves, 3 redcoats, I think that means I'm the only villager left.
No, no, you're not.
That cannot be
unless
true.
it's like 2 and 3.
All.
Who voted down for? Who voted to kill Davy?
I made a mistake of that. I meant to vote for Brandon. I got confused on which one was which. I meant to vote for Brandon. I suddenly realised at the end of it, I didn't
I believe Brandon was a villager. That's why I voted for David. I thought Davey said he had a gun, but I thought he was indicating that he was a redcoat. That's why I voted.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I voted for him. I didn't know if he was a villager with a gun or a redcoat with a gun, and I thought he was trying to use that as fear, so that you might vote out a villager with a gun when he was really a redcoat, but he turned out to be a villager. So
yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, this, because there's obviously quite a lot of 2 bad teams out there.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure I'm not winning. So
yeah. Flick, I feel like you might be wolf or redcoat potentially.
I might be what? I didn't catch the last of that.
A wolf or redcoat.
Well, I know I'm not, but I do know that I don't trust Josh. Like, I'm sorry, Josh. I know I do this every time, but I've literally written Josh did his good thing, and then I thought I made it trust it, and then I've gone back and I've added question marks because, like, hang on, let me scroll over my Word document here. Sorry, I've had to sort of make it small. Could go either way, I think. It's good so far, question mark, and then I went back and I've added additional question marks because you're really relying on this village thing, and I just don't really buy it. And I'm sure like one of these times you're going to do this sort of like helpful to the village thing at the start, and you'd probably be a villager. But for some reason, just like maybe it's just recent games, it hasn't been that way. And I just think it's notable. And you did it at the start of this game, and I put it down. So like, I just think it's odd. And I don't know. This could be getting me very mad, but even if it is, it's just food for thought for next time, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe be less helpful.
maybe for like the last game we played in which I did the exact same thing. I was a villager.
Yeah, I think that's like 1 out of like 5 though. That's like 1 out of 5. And then I started rethinking myself because then I thought maybe it could be, and then I was like, it could be a big double bluff, and double bluffs completely confuse me sometimes. So I was like, I have it down. That's why I said either way. It could go either way, and the scales tipped slightly one way. Just with this whole full-on village thing.
So do you think he's a redcoat or do you think he's a wolf?
I don't think he's a village role. I think he's one of
either. I don't think anyone's a village role by the looks of it.
Like, we're not exactly in a great position right now as a village, but I don't trust Josh to be a villager. You're in the village. You're like a blow-in, perhaps.
All I know is I wanted to kill Brandon and I voted the wrong bloody way, so I'm up for killing Brandon.
I felt good about Brandon.
Brandon is the only person I trust in this entire village, honestly.
I felt good about. Brandon's pretty much like, I don't know, but I do feel good about Brandon.
So is this Brandon, Eddie, Barbie are what, redcoats, and Jerry, Flick, and Simon werewolves?
No.
I'm nominating Josh because he is someone I'm very sure of.
That's fine.
Josh has been nominated.
I nominate Brandon.
Then I'm not
because
okay,
I don't think
Brandon
it matters.
v. Josh. I'm going to mute everyone. Josh, your defense.
Yeah, I think I thought from the beginning it's either like it's probably more likely 3 and 3. I mean, I guess maybe it's like 2 and 3 or something like that. I don't think 2 and 2 would make a lot of sense if werewolves could kill redcoats in the night. So I think I am probably the only villager left. I don't think it matters. But if you kill me, then I mean, I think everyone's going to be gunning for me because I think probably all of you are on either a werewolf or a redcoat team. And I doesn't think it matters what Brandon is. He's either a redcoat or werewolf at this point. So the right village thing to do is to go Brandon, but that's fine. Re-rack for another game. That's I don't care. So
okay, and Brandon, you're
okay. I believe Josh is probably not a werewolf, a redcoat with a gun. I don't believe there's any way he doesn't believe my defense from earlier. And the fact that he's pressing so much against me and saying that he's the only villager, like I think he knows that I'm a villager. So it's clearly he's trying to use his opportunity to use his gun. So, but at this point, actual villagers probably are outnumbered. We're just basically playing to see who gets their win condition more, I guess, between the werewolves and the red coats. That's what I'm guessing. But anyway, I'm a villager. Okay, come on now. Let's be serious.
okay, and we're going to go for a vote. Up to vote for Josh, down to vote for Brandon. That's up for Josh, down for Brandon. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. That's 4 up. Josh has been killed. Josh was a werewolf. And with that, we'll go to bed. Let's have the sheriff. Thank you. Let's have the wolves. Thank you. Redcoat officer. Thank you. You can all wake up. Flick and Brandon, you've been switched places in the night, and Flick has been shot. So he has been killed by werewolves at night. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Flick, who do you wish to shoot?
So am I still in Brandon's position, or am I beside Eddie?
No, you're where you are now. You should all be following
now.
my order. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, because I would have shot. I thought. Sorry.
So it's Barbie or Eddie.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at the numbers because, like, I had in my head if this situation came up, I'd shoot Simon, but now I'm in a different position, so I think I'm gonna shoot Eddie. Sorry, you're beside me.
Okay, and Eddie has been killed. Flick was a redcoat. Eddie was a werewolf.
Interesting.
Oh, so we actually might have a shot at this now.
Yeah, if Simon or Jerry are the redcoat or the wolf.
Okay, I'll nominate Jerry.
I'll second it. Jerry. And I nominate Simon.
I'll second it.
Simon, were you trying to say something?
Yeah, I was trying to nominate Barbie, but I was muted.
Okay, I don't think anyone else was going along with that anyway, that plan. Okay, so Simon and Jerry have been nominated, I think. Who was nominated first? Sorry, I just forgot the order. Jerry, okay. Jerry, your defense.
I'm just laughing at this village. It's hilarious. It's way to cause carnage. Village team, don't kill me, and yeah, do what you want.
Simon, your defense.
Yeah, my defense is there hasn't been. Let me see how I can do this. I'm guessing there's 2 red coats. Oh no, then they would no, they haven't. I'm guessing there's 2 red coats. There's 1 villager and there's 1 werewolf. I don't know how it's going to work out. I think Brandon and Barbie are the red coats, which means, yeah. So I would say, I don't know, Jerry, we need to try and, I think, yeah, I don't know what to do about this. I think it's a stuck situation. Yeah, I'm done. Trying to think how I can fix this, and I can't. I've been thinking for the last 2 days. Villagers stuffed.
Okay, let's have a vote. Then I'm going to mute you all. It's going to be up for Jerry, down for Simon. That's up for Jerry, down for Simon. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. And I see 4 down. That Simon is dead. Simon, who do you wish to shoot? You need to come off mute.
Yeah. So on the grounds that I don't want the filthy British to win, I think I would shoot Barbie.
Barbie. Yeah, okay, you shoot Barbie. Barbie, who do you want to shoot?
Oh, yeah.
I get to shoot?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't realize that. So I'm shooting Brandon. I'm sorry.
Thank you. And with that, only Jerry is left alive and the red coats win.
Good job, Jerry.
Everyone can come back on. I'll tell you what everyone was.
I was thinking you could have shot me, and then that would be really interesting because I would obviously take Brandon out. We just had a whole village wipeout.
Sorry, Eddie. I was trying to get killed by Flick, but when she got moved, it didn't happen.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you were laughing. I've wanted to include the red coats in the game for a while, but I know it's got a certain degree of chaos, and I knew it was one that either goes well or flat. So I'll go through what everyone was. Josh was a werewolf. Chris was a Patriot civilian. PJ was a Patriot soldier who shot Chris. Jerry was a redcoat. Davey was a Patriot soldier who shot George. George was the sheriff. Simon was a werewolf hunter. Barbie was the redcoat officer. Flick was a redcoat. Brandon was a Patriot civilian who I think was the only villager you all really trusted as one. And Eddie was a werewolf.
Wow. Who was the red coat leader again?
Barbie.
Barbie.
Barbie was our leader.
Oh gosh, Barbie, I thought you was with me, yo.
I'm sorry, Brandon. I thought you are the one villager. I will cling to you.
I was going to shoot. If I died, I would shot Simon.
Yeah, I think I was trying to work it out, and I was thinking if I could shoot Flick and then she shoots somebody. I didn't know if it was gonna. She would shoot me, then I could shoot somebody else. But I don't think it was ever. I think the redcoats had it won when Josh was killed.
But the thing was, we couldn't kill at night, so actually we couldn't like.
Yeah. If there'd been a time of vote or things like that, there were a few things. Or if Simon, you hadn't been the last werewolf that also to die, that also changes things, given you were the hunter a bit. what I would say is when at the start, by the start of day 2, 4 of the Patriot team out of 5 had died, it wasn't looking good for them.
I knew it was just Brandon. He was the only villager. Yeah, that Barbie was being way too kind of like friendly, and I was like, that's definitely red.
I gotta watch out with you, Eddie.
And then Jerry jumped on that nomination at the end as well. That's red coat.
I mean, it was just about being quick enough to get both.
Yeah.
Because I knew that Jerry, I didn't realize I could shoot. I thought only Jerry can shoot, and then I figured if Simon is the wolf and we get Simon killed, then
red coat shoot. That's their thing.
Oh man, that was crazy. My bad, Davey. I was between you and Josh. I was like, because I felt like one of y'all is something for y'all because I was like, I'm pretty sure y'all get what I was trying to say, even if you disagree. So I was like, one of y'all is trying to get me killed, get me killed off quick, and I chose you instead of choosing Josh.
I honestly was going to vote for you, but I just got completely confused on which one was which, and it's like, oh no, I did the wrong person. Damn it.
I didn't expect the nomination, the voting for between Josh and David to be so close. So I voted to kill kind of like Josh because I thought it was kind of like obvious at that point that it was a wolf. But if I voted the other way, it might have been a draw and Josh might have been alive.